Hello, YouTube family. Today, a clip from a coach's show, a fan favorite segment, Rapid Fire. Enjoy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, Berkshire Hathaway, this is kind of the stocks that Warren Buffett says, only invest in companies that any fool could run because someday any fool may run them. It's slowing down. It's been bullish, kind of in a sideways context between key support and resistance zones. But out here, I see a bit of a slowdown. That's a slowing momentum pattern.
I agree. Okay, next one is KND, Kindred Healthcare. Now, healthcare is in a bullish sector because we just looked at it. Kindred is showing slowing momentum there. It's bullish, but it's slowing momentum. We got a little bit of a lower high there coming off of last week, and it's testing support. So my trigger to get back in this would be above yesterday's high. That little candle yesterday, that little hammer candle, that reversal candle. If it gets above that, that would be my trigger to go bullish. Next one is FDX. Now this one just had earnings, so.
FedEx was overbought context-wise into earnings, and even though they beat earnings, I've seen selling pressure after hours, so I expect it to come down.
Yep, and the next one is IBB. It's a biotech ETF. That is an industry of healthcare. Thanks, Cindy, for putting that in there. It is a breakout. It broke out today, and I'd wait for retracement to support to see if it could do a swing low. But that is a nice big breakout, a huge ATR. It moves about $5 a day. A lot of volume behind that breakout. Look at that volume down there, Noah. Look at that spike.
That's 3 times the average or so, and that kind of played whack-a-mole a little bit. It popped up towards that 308 and came down halfway. So it gave up more than 50% of its gains on the breakout, but look for the retest.
Yep, and Marquis wants RIG, R-I-G.
Good old Transoceanic. She's going down. It's a kind of a falling wedge, but it just broke that key low at 9. And you're starting to head into, not quite, but when is hurricane season? Down there on Transoceanic, they've got those platforms out there in the Gulf and whatnot. And so I've noticed in the fall, they tend to get beat up too.
Yeah. Actually, I got a real cheap cruise deal down to Nassau and Caribbean there.
Low risk, high reward.
I found out why it was cheap. They couldn't dock the boat.
There you go.
So my turn. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices by Jasmine. What we got there's a triangle. You guys see it? You guys see that symmetric triangle? So I'll wait for the breakout of one side of the triangle here. And it's waiting for tech to make its decision. There you go. Anybody see that triangle? But now if you go back to the gap, it is actually bullish since it gapped down. There's your bullish flag there. Next one is WFM by Joanne. She wants Whole Food Market, WFM.
Okay, so Whole Foods.
These are dangerous. How do you play these?
Well, I don't think you do have a play because Jeff Bezos just named his price. He's buying them out, and the stock gaps up towards the price that he names for them, and it's really going to go nowhere. When you see a buyout, it tends to gap up like this, and then you start to see little tiny candles just sit here sideways until that deal goes through. Because he's paying $42 a share or whatever he named his price. I didn't read the exact – I can't remember off the top of my head what the price per share was, but that's what happens on a buyout. So now, if you made money, sell.
I'll show you a gamble strategy. What I do is if you look at the options on those guys – a lot of times, they're out there. Sometimes they won't let you trade them, but if they still let you trade options, I'll buy an out of the money put for like a dime, just in case the whole buyout fails and they decline, like they did on Yahoo 3 or 4 times. The stock drops back down, and now your nickel option is worth a lot of money. Yep. So anyway, that's a gamble trade. That's shooting in the dark, but don't do a lot of money on it. My turn, Caterpillar, CAT, which is a key player in industrials. So it is bullish. That's why the industrials is bullish. Starting to lose momentum, like Noah said earlier. So I'm going to wait for it to pull back to about the 20-day moving average for a swing low before I go bullish again on this. Your turn is USO Oil.
USO, it's down, and it's got a gap. And whenever you see a gap like that after an extended rundown, I start thinking that's a falling wedge. And that, to me, is kind of like a buy opportunity. But I'm not bullish on oil. So I expect it to revert to the mean, but I'm not bullish on it. Maybe short term for a day or two, but not long term.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm a covered call person. I love nabbing these prices down here, doing calls on it. Just not a lot of premium in those options, but long-term play for me. My turn is Netflix, NFLX by Scott Crane, Netflicky. Netflicky, love that swing high setup. It actually triggered, I would still think there's room to buy puts below today's low. That's a nice bear setup there, Noah. You like that? I mean, if you zoom into, look how it hit its head up on the past low and love it. And they're having a lot of pressure from Amazon because Amazon Prime is kicking their butt now. Amazon Prime has like 60 something million users already. And now that, they got Alexa and the smart home and all that stuff, they're taking over the world in your household and telling you when to do the dishes and when to wake up and, reminding you that you're chubby and need to go to the gym and all that stuff that your daughter programs in there when you're not looking. That is right there a nice bear setup today below today's low. So I like that setup. Thank you for that. Next one is Cost by Joe Aarons. Cost, C-O-S-T.
It did not like that whole Amazon buyout news. That's some heavy selling on heavy volume, and I expect that to continue to trickle down to 160, where you might see some support come in, but it's still going to head down. It's definitely closed near its low.
And when you go bullish on something like this, when do you say, okay, this guy's oversold, he reacted too hard? When do I buy calls on something like this?
I usually like to watch for the first drop, rally up, give you the second drop, and then I start looking. I don't ever like to. I'll take naked puts on that first drop when I see a signal.
Dead cat bounce.
Yeah, but I'm talking, dead cat bounce, and then it comes down, and you'll see it anytime you see a heavy sell off. You go for the first drop. The second drop would be a better time to try to buy.
Yeah, I like to see it hold the 20-day moving average and wait for the 10 to cross. So I'm a little bit slower. ORBC. ORBC. What is ORBC?
Never heard of it. It's not often I come across a symbol that I've not heard.
Orbcom. Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, of course, Orbcom. Yeah, I heard of that before. No, I haven't actually.
Now I know I haven't traded it because it's
clearly ripped to a new high, and it's pulling down, and it doesn't have a ton of volume, and there's a big old historic support resistance zone it may test on. But you want to double check it against its sector and whatnot, and look for a buy signal. It does have increased momentum.
So we'll look up that, Thomas. Thank you. Put it on our watch list. Next one is AU. Anglo Gold.
Yeah. I'm bullish on gold and silver in general just because they're oversold. And this one's kind of oversold into a big support zone. So I would expect a short-term rally. But beyond that, you're going to have to look at a probably bigger economic picture.
And do we have time for more? Let me see. It was 5:01 my time. Let's do one more. You pick, Noah. We got a whole bunch on there. You pick which one you want to do.
Have we looked at Microchip yet?
Nope, we have not.
Microchip, I think, looks a lot like that tech sector and that lower high right there pressuring support. I think it's going to break down. But then when it breaks down, it's still in a long-term bullish setup. So, short-term bearish could give way to longer-term bullish.
Okay, so final thoughts, guys. What was your favorite setup, either bullish or bearish, that you've seen that we went through today? What was your favorite setup? How about what's your favorite setup of all the ones we looked at?
I kind of liking this Microchip one. I like the Microchip and the Netflix because they look a lot alike.
I'm liking that one and Netflix. AU, you guys like the AU too? Okay, so yeah, Omar likes Netflix too. And that's the thing is, there you go. Put your triggers on there, play them, use calls and puts or whatever strategy. Costco in the near future, yeah, I need it to find its footing, like Noah said. I need that dead cat bounce to come in. So, yeah. But
that might be awesome heading into give it time to settle down over the summer months and then look at it towards the fall when you might expect retailers to start to run again.
Right. Well, there you have it, guys. That is a little bit on the top-down approach using tackle trading for the market scoreboard from economics down to the markets, and we went out of the box a little and looked at the rest of the world. And sometimes we'll go into the internals. The internals are in there too. I love looking at the internals. Keep your eye on the AR high low. That's the one we put out there every Friday. It actually was a negative 40 something today. I get 2 below 50, and that's a sell signal in the markets for me also. We keep our eyes on the markets, and then we dissect it with the sectors and industries, and that helps us produce good candidates. So always, guys, is the stock in the right sector for bulls? Is it in the right sector for bears? And is there sector rotation? Take your time to go through it. Even if you don't have time to trade, even if you're not trading and you're not opening your portfolio, at least look at the market scoreboard so you're plugged into the game, and that's what it's about.
If you enjoyed Rapid Fire and you would like to be a participant in the next live coaches show, get to our partner page, Trading Justice. Click the banner at the top and get a free 15-day membership on us. Get in the game and get in the game with Tackle Trading.